This is Evelyn, look, in the hospital.
Again?
Yeah, it says that do not visit the hospital. Well, here you are, you didn't want to visit the hospital, but you have to come in how often now for this?
Once every week on a Monday.
Every week, and this is, you're being plugged into the mains.
Yep.
And this is a nice bag of juice. It's G&T, isn't it?
Something like that, I believe.
Magnesium, different things. Now you've got to have this.
Magnesium, potassium, KCl.
Now this is every week you've got to come in here. It takes how long?
4 hours, over 4 hours.
4 hours, okay. I mean, obviously people who are on dialysis, they'll be familiar with this sort of thing. It's a routine you've now got to follow.
Yeah, every week.
Now, as you know, you've somewhere in your bag, we'll take a picture of it, you've got a prescription somewhere for some...
Sativex.
At
last, yes.
An ongoing saga, which we had a meeting with the Minister and the Chief Pharmacist.
Very interesting one, Mike.
And they said, yeah, if you get the prescription, we'll make sure you can get it. So you've got the prescription, the people, your specialist in the UK, and they've got the prescription, you've got a piece of paper, but it's going to cost you personally as a private dispense £400 near enough to get it dispensed, which of course you haven't got £400.
No.
So we suggested to the Chief Minister that perhaps you could roll it up, it's a piece of paper, you could roll it up and make a spliff out of it. That would be the only, at the moment, but it's of no use to it at all as a piece of paper, is it?
It's just a piece of paper at the minute, yeah. And as it happens, I am actually cheaper going onto the streets of Jersey to buy my cannabis.
Indeed. Well,
From dealers.
If you were to grow a few plants, it would cost you nothing and cause no bother to anybody, would it?
Cost me nothing,
and it would
cause
actually,
no bother.
medically, it would actually be better for you because...
It would be a lot more beneficial for
But anyway,
me.
they've got the Sativex in theory. Now, that prescription was made when?
On the 13th of November.
So here you are, you're still waiting for it.
Yep.
And you need it.
Yep.
You hope it'll be beneficial, and you meet other people all the time who could use similar things.
Yeah, who are actually asking me, patients that I'm having treatment with on the ward that are asking me how they go about to obtain it because they are suffering from MS and they also need it for their medicine.
From where, people you've met, what are the sorts of illnesses? I mean, it's muscular spasms, all those sorts of things, pain. It can help. It doesn't mean it will help, but it can help. But MS seems to be the feature, doesn't it? The main one.
Yeah, at the moment, a lot of the MS patients are actually experiencing, from having treatments that they've been getting it for a long period of time, they're finding now that they're looking for alternatives, and the Sativex is an alternative.
That's right. Now, strangely enough, the guy you first met who introduced you to cannabis, raw cannabis, smoking cannabis, years and years ago, he had a head injury of some sort, didn't he?
It was, I believe, a tumour, because it was like a huge, big lump on the top of his head.
Right.
And he was a gentleman that did say, don't knock it till you've tried it.
I mean, it's a shame that we hear about independence of Jersey and doing our own thing, getting our own lifeboat, you know, all these sorts of things, groundbreaking or water-breaking stuff. But things like this where Jersey could show some initiative, and not have to follow what the UK does. Jersey could show some initiative, couldn't it? And
of course, yeah, of course they could. I mean, they could show the initiative and they could actually help a lot of people and do beneficiaries for themselves. I mean, they're saying the government needs money, especially to build this hospital that's cost them X amount and not even been started. They'd have funds there.
And it's a bit ironic that they've actually got a plantation of hemp which they've just harvested, which is obviously not for medicinal use, and it's not quite the same stuff anyway, but it shows a way of thinking, you know, probably a greenhouse site where they can grow cannabis for medicinal purposes, as they keep telling us, punching above our weight, leading the world. These are things that Jersey could do.
It's quite laughable actually, Mike, because I mean the greenhouses which I saw on the JP that are getting knocked down, and Gandara have claimed the land to build more houses. I don't agree with it. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't agree with it, and it's wrong. They need to help patients and listen to patients.
Now you have to fly over with a monotonous regularity to the UK at enormous expense and inconvenience. It's not a pleasant trip. Sometimes it all costs a lot of money. A lot of that expense could be avoided if they'd let you grow a weed, cannabis, for nothing.
Of course, yeah. I mean, if I was able to have a permit to grow my own, I wouldn't hurt anyone, it wouldn't harm anyone, and I would use it strictly for myself as my medicine.
And they allow it in other countries. I think Portugal, you're allowed 3 plants, isn't it? And they don't.
Yeah, and Barcelona now, they've opened up cafes, marijuana cafes in Barcelona, so I mean, I have looked into going over to the UK and living in the UK so I can be nearer to the hospital.
Right.
Because the problems that I have over here, and I'm coming in here every week, and I mean, I've been discharged and then I have to go back to the UK, get another line put back in, and it's all stressful and draining.
Well, that's it. There's that. I mean, on the end of that line, it all looks very funny, doesn't it? You got this wired up, but it's, presumably there's a thing goes into your arm somewhere.
Yeah.
There it is. It goes up there.
Up here.
And that is liable to go septic. This notice is all about getting septic. That is liable to go septic, go nasty on you.
Well, I've already had one infection caused through a replumbing of a line that they shouldn't have done, but they did because it was quicker and easier.
So it's altogether a hassle. I mean, smoking marijuana wouldn't cure that problem, but it would help.
It would help ease the pain that I get in my gut, so at least then I'd be able to take more solid food in and not have to be dependent on fluids.
Okay. We'll leave it there for the moment. Hopefully, we're trying to see the minister later on to see if he can resolve this. They got £400 million they're going to borrow to build a hospital in totally the wrong place.
Can they not borrow the 400?
They can't. £400 for you. That's what we're saying.
That's it.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks, Evelyn.